Konnichiwa, Mina, and we are finally back to the wildcard round of the 2017 PFA Playoffs as we're now into the Sunday games as we're down to the final two games of this first round. And here's the current playoff seedings and stand-ins. As we saw last night, San Antonio stunned Denver and knocked them off 24-16 on the road. As we now know the matchups for both conferences, it's now time to determine who will determine the final two matchups, as today we start off with Oklahoma going to Pittsburgh, and whoever wins this game will visit Chicago in the divisional round next Sunday. So as we get ready, as we take a look at everything, Oklahoma, the second tie in the Baltimore Charm of last year with the best record in PFA history in terms of the wild card team in the playoffs, in their first ever playoff game, as Peter Rose will start in for Wiley Chester, who was questionable for the game. He's going to be the backup just in case. And of course, they have another good quarterback just in case if neither of them are ready to go. As the Blitz, his rookie quarterback Gerald Putman's ready to play in his first ever playoff game, hoping their defense will do all the work against one of the strongest offenses in the league on a very near freezing degree day with a lot of clouds with maybe a chance of flurry. So here we go. Let's get the game underway. Whoever wins will face Chicago in the divisional round. So the game got started with Oklahoma getting the ball. They started off at their 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, they went for a run, gained 3 yards. However, on the next play, they suffered an unnecessary roughness penalty, so they had to go back 10 yards, which sucked for them. On 2nd and 18, they went to pass and completed for 5 yards. On 3rd and 13, they went to pass again, but was dropped, so incomplete. So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, who didn't return it, starting off at the 30. On 1st and 10, they went for a run that gained 5 yards. On 2nd 5, Gerald Putman went to pass, and he completed for 13 yards to get the first down. On 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 48, they went to pass and completed for a 4-yard pass. On 2nd 6, now at Oklahoma 48, they went to pass again and threw a 21-yard bomb to get them at the Oklahoma 27. On 1st and 10, they went to run the ball and gained 4 yards, but they fumbled the ball, and Oklahoma recovered it and returned it 6 yards to set them up at their 29. On 1st and 10, Peter Rose went to pass and completed a 28-yard pass to get him at the Pittsburgh 43. On 1st and 10, they went for a pass that completed for 9 yards. On 2nd and 1 at the Pittsburgh 34, they went back to pass, but he suffered an 11-yard sack. Holy shit! What a hit that was. And on 3rd and 12, at the Pittsburgh 45, they went to run but gained no yards whatsoever. So on 4th and 12, they decided with their best kicker in the league to go for a 62-yard field goal. He went to hit the field goal, but the kick was blocked by Pittsburgh. So they blocked it to set Pittsburgh up at midfield. So Pittsburgh started 1st and 10 at their 45, went back to pass, but they suffered a 9-yard sack to Oklahoma's Matt Duff. So on 2nd and 19, they went for a pass that was incomplete. And on 3rd and 9 at the Pittsburgh 36, Putman went to pass, and he threw a 64-yard bomb to Gary Berry that went all the way for the touchdown. As finally, with 5 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Pittsburgh finally got the first strike on the board. So with that, Oklahoma got the ball back, and they returned it 31 yards to set them up at the Oklahoma 29. So on 1st and 10, they went for a pass that was incomplete. On 2nd and 10, they went for a run that gained 2 yards. On 3rd and 8, they went for another run that only gained 2 yards. So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, who on 1st and 10, started their 12, went for a run that gained 5 yards. On 2nd 5 at the Pittsburgh 17, Putman went back to pass, and he threw another bomb of 35 yards to get him at the Oklahoma 47. Wow, Putman's been throwing a lot of deep passes in this game so far successfully. So on 1st and 10 at the Oklahoma 47, they went for a run that gained 5 yards. On 2nd and 7, they went for a run again that gained 9 yards for the first down. On 1st and 10, the Oklahoma 33, they went for a run that gained nothing. On 2nd 10, they went for a run again that gained 15 yards again at the Oklahoma 18. On 1st and 10, they went for a run that gained 3 yards. So 2nd 7 at the Oklahoma 15. Putman went back to pass, but was intercepted by Oklahoma at the goal line almost, who returned it 51 yards to put Oklahoma at the Pittsburgh 37, and with that, the first quarter was over as Pittsburgh leads 7-0. So Oklahoma started the first quarter with 1st and 10. They went for a pass that completed for 4 yards. On 2nd and 6, they went for a run that gained 6 yards to convert the first down. On 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 27, they went for a run that gained 2 yards. On 2nd and 8, they went for a pass that gained 3 yards. However, they suffered a penalty for a chop block, so they had to push them back 3rd and 20. So they went for a pass that was incomplete. And this time around, they decided not to go for a field goal, even though it actually was going to be shorter than the last one, surprisingly. So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh. So on 1st and 10, start their 20, they went for a pass that gained 6 yards. And thanks to an encroachment penalty on Oklahoma, Pittsburgh got another 5 yards. So 1st and 10 at their 31, they went for a run that gained 7 yards. On 2nd 3 at their 38, they went for a run that gained 18 yards to get them within Oklahoma's territory. 1st and 10 at the Oklahoma 44, they went for a pass that was incomplete. And on 2nd 10, they went for a pass that threw to Gary Berry, who went 44 yards for another touchdown. His second of the day. Holy shit. And with that, Pittsburgh now leads 14-0 with just 8:50 remaining in the second quarter. So far, Pittsburgh's been in the driver's seat. So, Oklahoma got the ball back and returned to 29 yards to get them at their 34. On 1st and 10, they went for a pass that was incomplete. 2nd 10, they went for a pass that completed 18 yards to get them into Pittsburgh territory. On 1st and 10, they went for a pass that lost a yard. On 2nd 11, they went for a run again that gained only 1 yard. And on 3rd and 10, they went for a run that lost 4 yards again. Pittsburgh was blitzing out. Probably because the name is the Blitz, like crazy in that drive. So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, who started at their 48, at their 20. So 1st and 10, they went for a run that gained 5 yards. On 2nd 5, they went to run it, pass it, but was sacked hard once again for -7 yards. So on 3rd and 12, they went to pass and only gained 3 yards. So they punted the ball back to Oklahoma, who returned it 8 yards. So 1st and 10 at their 42, they went for a pass that completed for 3 yards. On 2nd 7, they went for a pass again that completed 5 yards. And then Blitz suffered an offsides penalty in the next drive. They gave him extra 5 yards. So now at the Pittsburgh 45, on 1st and 10, they went for a run that gained nothing. 2nd 10, they went for a pass that was complete for 9 yards. And on 3rd and 10, they went for another run that lost 5 yards. So they punted the ball back to Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh blocked the punt. Holy shit! To get them right in Pittsburgh's midfield. So Pittsburgh with 2:23 remaining in the second quarter, they went for a pass that was incomplete. On 2nd and 10, they went for a run that went for 4 yards. And on 3rd and 6, they went for a pass that gained 16 yards to get them into Oklahoma territory. And on 1st and 10, they went for a run that gained nothing. So, with just 15 seconds remaining, they decided to go for the 54-yard field goal, and it was good! It was good, and with that, Pittsburgh leads 17-0 with just 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with that, Oklahoma got the ball back, and on 1st and 10, they went for a pass that was incomplete. On 2nd and 10, they went for a run that gained nothing, and on 3rd and 10, they went for another run that gained nothing, and with that, the first half is over as Pittsburgh leads 17-0 as we go into the third quarter. Wow, Pittsburgh is really dominating. Of course, they get the ball to start the second half. So with that, Pittsburgh got the ball to start the second half, starting at their 20. On 1st and 10, they went for a run that gained 15 yards to get the first down. 1st and 10 at their 35, they went for a run that gained just 1 yard. On 2nd 9, they ran again, but only gained a yard. On 3rd and 9, they went for a pass that completed for 9 yards to get the first down. So 1st and 10 at their 45, Putman went back to pass, but was intercepted once again. And Oklahoma returned it 49 yards to get the touchdown. Holy shit, what a turn of events this was for Oklahoma. But on the next play, they went for the extra point, but it was no good. Oh man, Oklahoma missed the extra point. So with that, they are now trailing by 9 as Pittsburgh leads 17-6 with just 12:40 remaining. I hope that doesn't come back to bite Oklahoma in the ass. So, with that, they kicked the ball off back to Pittsburgh, who returned it 36 yards. So, 1st and 10, they went for a pass that was incomplete. On 2nd 10, they went for a run that gained 5 yards. On 3rd and 5, they completed the pass for 15 yards to get the first down. And thankfully for them, Oklahoma suffered offsides penalty in the next play. So 1st and 5 now at the Oklahoma 42. Pittsburgh went to run it, gained 1 yard. On 2nd and 4, they went to run it once again and gained 4 yards to convert the first down. 1st and 10, they went for a pass that completed for 4 yards. And thankfully for them, Oklahoma did an unnecessary roughness penalty that gives them 10 and 20 more yards. On 1st and 15, they had to push back because of an illegal substitution. They went back for a run that gained 5 yards. On 2nd and 10, they went for a pass that completed for 11 yards to give them a 1st and goal situation. And on 1st and 10, they went for a pass that completed for 7 yards, but was determined on review to not go in. So at 1st and 2nd goal at the 1 yard line, they went for a pass that was incomplete. And on 3rd and goal, they had to be pushed back because of illegal substitution. So now 3rd and goal at the 5 yard line, they went for a run that gained 3 yards. So with that, they were at the 2 yard line. They decided to go for a 19-yard field goal, and it was good. And with that, just 6:21 remaining in this 3rd quarter, Pittsburgh leads 20-6. So with that, Oklahoma got the ball back, and they didn't return it. 1st and 10 at their 20, they went for a run that gained 4 yards. On 2nd and 6, they went back to pass that gained 7 yards for the first down. 1st and 10 to 31, they went for a run that gained 16 yards to give at their 47. On 1st and 10, they went for a pass that went for -2 yards. 2nd and 12, they went for a pass that completed for 35 yards to give at the Pittsburgh 20. And on 1st and 10, they went for a pass that completed for 10 yards to get them right at the goal line, almost. 1st and goal at the Pittsburgh 10, they went for a run that gained 5 yards. On 2nd and goal, they went for a run that gained 4 yards. So 3rd and goal at the 1 yard line, they went for a pass and completed for the 1 yard touchdown. And this time the extra point was good. So now with just a minute 24 remaining, Oklahoma now trails Pittsburgh 20-13. So with that, Pittsburgh got the ball back, returned 11 yards. So 1st and 10 at their 17, they went for a pass that gained 5 yards. On 2nd and 5, they went for a pass that completed 5 yards to get the first down. On 1st and 10, went for a pass. He was sacked, and he fumbled the ball, but thankfully for Pittsburgh, they managed to recover it. So on 2nd and 12, they went for a pass that completed 8 yards. And with that, the 3rd quarter is over as Pittsburgh leads 20-13. So we start the 4th quarter with 3rd and 4 at the Pittsburgh 33. They went for a run that only gained 2 yards, so they punted the ball back to Oklahoma, who returned it 8 yards. So 1st and 10 at their 24, they went for a pass that completed for 15 yards to get the first down. 1st and 10 at their 39, they went for a run that gained 4 yards. On 2nd and 6, they went for a pass that got 10 yards, another first down. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh 47, they went for a pass that was incomplete. 2nd and 10, they went for a pass that was caught for 10 yards. On 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 37, they went for a run that gained 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, they went for a pass that was incomplete. And on 3rd and 9, they went for a pass that was for 3 yards. So 4th and 6 at the Pittsburgh 33, they decided to go for it on 4th down. So they went for it, and it completed for 6 yards to get the first down. Just barely got the first down and converted it. So 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 27, they went for a pass that went for 6 yards. 2nd and 4 at the Pittsburgh 21, they went for a run that gained 1 yard. On 3rd and 3 at the Pittsburgh 20, they went for a run that gained 4 yards to get the first down. On 1st and 10, they went back to pass. It was dropped, and unfortunately for them, Peter Rose suffered an injury on that play, so Wiley Chester went in to substitute for him. On 2nd and 10 at the Pittsburgh 16, they went for a run that gained 8 yards. And on 3rd and 2 at the Pittsburgh 8, they went for a pass that was completed for the touchdown. Wiley Chester's first playoff touchdown, and with the extra point, it was tied up. Although, if it didn't miss the extra point, they would have taken the lead earlier. So with that, 8:31 remaining in the game is tied up at 20 apiece. So Pittsburgh got the ball back, starting at their 20. On 1st and 10, they went for a pass that gained 11 yards for the first down. Set 1st and 10 to 31, they went for another pass that completed for 7 yards. On 2nd and 3, they went for a run that gained 3 yards for the first down. 1st and 10 to 41, they went for a pass that was incomplete. On 2nd and 10, they went for another pass that was incomplete. And on 3rd and 10, they went for a pass, but Putman was sacked again, and he fumbled the ball. And Putman barely recovered the ball to prevent a turnover. So with that, they punted the ball back to Oklahoma, who didn't return it. 1st and 10 to 29, and Peter Rose got back into the game. Went for a pass that completed for 7 yards. On 2nd and 3, they went for a run that gained 3 yards for the first down. On 1st and 10, they went for a pass that gained 7 yards. On second free at the 46, they went for a pass that completes 6 yards for another first down. On first and 10, they went to pass again, complete for 6 yards. On second 4, they went for a run that gained nothing. And on third and 4, they went for a pass that was incomplete. And near midfield, they decided to just punt the ball back to Pittsburgh. So, first and 10, they had to push back 10 yards because of a holding penalty. So first and 20, they went for a pass that completed for 11 yards. On second 9, they went for a run that gained 2 yards. And on third and 7, they went for a run again that gained 5 yards. So with just a minute 12 remaining, they punted the ball back to Oklahoma. First and 10, they went for a pass that was incomplete. On second and 10, they went for a pass that completed for 22 yards. Big gain right there. Meantime, they went for a pass, but only gained 4 yards. And with that, the game is over in terms of regulation and still tied at 20. And for the first time, we are having our first overtime game in the PFA playoffs. And Pittsburgh won the coin toss to receive the ball, so they returned it for no yards. And unfortunately, they suffered an illegal motion penalty on the first play, so first and 15, at their 15, they went for a run that gained 4 yards. On second 11, they went for a run that gained nothing. On third and 11, they went for a pass that completed for 21 yards to get them at the Pittsburgh 40. First and 10, they went for a pass that completed for 7 yards. On second 3, they went for a pass that was incomplete. And on third and 3, they went for a run that barely gained the 3 yards needed to convert the first down to get them at midfield. And on first and 10, they went for a pass, but suffered a 6-yard sack to push them back in their territory. So second 16, they went for a pass that completed for 19 yards to get the first down and deep in Oklahoma territory. And helped too that Oklahoma suffered an offsides penalty to give them 5 extra yards. So first and 10 to Oklahoma 32. They went for a run that gained 2 yards. On second and 3, they went for another run again that gained 2 yards. On third and 1, they went for a pass that completed for 8 yards to get them at the Oklahoma 20. On first and 10, they went for a run that gained 2 yards. On second 8, they went for a pass that was incomplete. And on third and 8, they went for a run that gained just 1 yard to sum up the 17. So fourth and 7, they decided to go for the 34-yard field goal. And it was good! It was good! And with that, Pittsburgh wins the game 23-20. Wow, what a game that was. Pittsburgh's quarterback, Gerald Putman, rookie, 25 of 36 for 355 yards, 2 touchdowns, but those 2 picks definitely hurt. Pittsburgh's running back, Frederick Robinson, 25 attempts for 118 yards. And their wide receiver, Douglas Donahue, 7 receptions for 111 yards. And Gary Berry, 6 receptions for 146 yards in the 2 scores. That was huge. Oklahoma's quarterback, Marcel Pepe, 10 tackles, and their linebacker, Nicholas Scott, 10 tackles, a sack, and a pick 6. But the most devastating thing of all was Oklahoma's kicker, Wilson Jones, who's one of the best kickers in the league, has 100 overall, missed the 50-plus yard field goal, although that was because of the block kick, remember. But more importantly, missed the extra point early in the game. What the hell? If they got that, they would have won the game by a point. Oh my god, I can't believe their best kicker in the league missed an extra point. This is before the NFL did their rule change, so this is the shorter field goal, for crying out loud. Oh my god, what a disastrous miss that was. That cost Oklahoma a trip to Chicago. And now, and of course, he's under his rookie contract, so you gotta wonder if maybe he'll re-sign him after this season. But he's the best kicker in the league, so they couldn't let go of him probably. But hey, with that, tough loss for Oklahoma as they fought so hard, as Pittsburgh is moving on. So now we take a look at the updated standings. As you can see, Pittsburgh heading to Chicago, as the division rounds for the Century Conference are now set. But now we got to determine the final matchup for the division around the National Conference side with the final wild card game. As later on, it'll be Jacksonville visiting Oakland, and whoever wins that game will be visiting Manhattan. And with that, Oklahoma-Pittsburgh's in the books. Congratulations, Pittsburgh, to move on to face Chicago in the rematch of the conference championship last year. You're going to need all the help you can get for that game. Tough luck for Oakland, but hey, Oklahoma, at least they made the playoffs. Tune in next time for the final wild card game as Jacksonville visits Oakland, and then we can begin the division round of the 2017 PFA playoffs. So see you then.